Test 1, 2. Test, 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 test. All right, we good. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? And this is the I.S.U.P.K. Port Arthur / Beaumont Friday Lashawan Qadash class, where we pretty much get into our culture, the same thing we always do in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? As so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? Our culture is the culture of the Bible, the Holy Bible, the King James 1611 Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the Israelites of antiquity. You know what I'm saying? We are God's chosen people. So in the ISUPK, we're always getting back to our culture, whether it be getting in the scriptures or, you know what I'm saying, celebrating a feast day or a high holy day or whatever have you. But today we do it as good getting into our native language, which is the Hebrew. Lashawan Qadash. Lashawan meaning tongue and Qadash meaning holy or set apart. So this is the holy tongue. This is our native language. Languages of English, Spanish, Creole, or French. Those languages were given to us by our oppressor. We may think that they are our culture, but indeed they are not. Hebrew is our native language as so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. And that's what we dive into today. You know what I'm saying? To be an officer in the ISUPK, you have to know how to read and write the Hebrew. And that's what we do on every Friday. You know what I'm saying? We get into our culture by learning how to read, write, and speak the ancient Hebrew, Paleo, and Assyrian. So with no further ado, let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start class the same way we start class every day or every Friday by going over the Hebrew alphabet. All right, this is the Hebrew alphabet. These 22 characters right here, starting with I all the way to Tha, consist of the Hebrew alphabet. All words in Hebrew are made up of these characters. And this down below is the same thing, 22 characters consisting of the Hebrew alphabet. But this was in a different captivity than this. So it's different symbols. You know what I'm saying? It's read the same way, but they're just different symbols. And these 5 symbols right here is only part for the Assyrian Hebrew. Because if a word ends in this letter, we have the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the taza. If a word ends in any of these 5 letters, then we use the bottom symbols rather than the top symbols. But if it starts in the letter, or if the letter is in the middle of the word, then you use the original symbol up here for the ka, ma, na, pa, and taza. But if it ends in it, you use the symbol dedicated for ending in that letter. So let's go over it, starting with A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right. All right, for today's class, I do have a lesson prepared, but pretty much what I'm going to be doing is something that you should be doing at home or wherever you are. if you've been watching these classes, and let's try to compose sentences from what you already learned. So you see right here, we have our cheat sheet. This has been up with us since the beginning. Thanks to my Ottawa Officer 5,000 Tazadak, but we have the Hebrew prefixes and Hebrew suffixes, which mean certain things. And I last a couple weeks ago, I went over how to conjugate verbs in past, present, and future tense for the certain pronouns I, we, you, they, her, or him, and then I believe there's others, a few others that I'm missing, but all of the pronouns, past, present, and future tense, for whatever specific pronoun. So we know how to conjugate verbs. We have our prefixes, and we have our nouns from whatever class we may be paying attention to. So we're at this point where we can start devising sentences. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create some sentences, and then of course go over on how to write them in the ancient Paleo Hebrew or in the ancient Paleo and the Syrian Hebrew. So today the sentences the theme of the sentences that I'm going to be going over is food. So I'm going to give us a couple of words up top, so we can just for our reference, so we can be able to know what we're talking about, and then we're gonna start dividing some sentences. So the first words I'm gonna give us. Let me write down what food is. How to say food in Hebrew is akala. Don't worry, we're gonna write everything in Hebrew in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian momentarily. But I'm gonna start us off with how to say a couple of things related to food. So hunger, thirst, eat, and cook. And on this side, a couple of words: need, want, and then we got some types of food: chicken, lamb, fish, and beef. So I'm gonna give us all of these words how to say in Hebrew, so we'll start dividing sentences from there. So first, well, I should have wrote this in blue. No matter. To say hungry or hunger, ra'ad. To say thirsty is tazamah. Or it's tazama'ah, salaki. Tazama'ah. eat is a call. And to cook is a pie. So need is kashak. Want is rawataza. Rawataza. That's to want. And then we have our types of food. I have a few more that I'm gonna write. I got much more. No worry. The ones that we're missing out on here on this initial list, you'll learn from us devising the sentences. So no worry about me missing some. But chicken is tazapar. Lamb is tala. You have to eat lamb every year in a Passover, even if you are a vegetarian. You have to eat a little bit of the lamb. Fish is dog. And beef is bashar bakwar, which means flesh of cow. Bashar bakwar. And I didn't write food. Food akala. Oh, we got that in black already. All right. So now let's write them in the Hebrew. So in Hebrew, we know that we always start from right to left. You know what I'm saying? English, even in writing these English verbalizations in Hebrew, I was writing from left to right. But now that we're writing in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian, we're gonna write from right to left. So akala, akala. And I believe the I and the is akla really. Akla. And we have ra'ib for hunger. Right. Tazama'a. A call. And apa. All right. I'll go over them when I finish. Kashak. Oh no, this is. Did I not? Rawad Kaza. Tazafar. Tazafar. Tala or lamb. Dog or fish. And Bashar Bakwa or beef. All right. So here we have the words that we're going to be using in our synthesis. Start off with akla. I wrote akala. I've been saying that too. It's akla. Let me fix that. Might as well write it in blue while we up here. So food, akla. You got the the ka, the la, and the ha connected with the ak, and the la, akla. Food. So say hunger, ra'ib. So I have hunger would be I. I know in some other languages, that's how you say I. You to say I'm hungry, you say I have hunger. So that in the same way in Hebrew, I have hunger would be anya, or it's I'm hungry actually. I'm hungry. Anya ra'ib. You know what I'm saying? I am hungry. Anya ra'ib. Got the ra, the I, and the ba. The I and the ba connected to make it I, the ra'ib. Thirst, anya tazama'a. I am thirsty. The taza, ma, and the ha rather, making tazama'a. All three connected. Taza, ma, and ha, tazama'a. Anya tazama'a. I am thirsty. To eat, a call. So I am eating. We would have to conjugate eat because eat is a verb. I am eating. What we do, we put the wa after the first letter. So anya I will call. I am eating. Or I ate would be anya akalthia, anya akalthia. I ate. Or I have eaten. And I will eat would be hmm. I believe it's put an at the beginning, but I have to go back to my notes. So Salakia for not remembering that for future conjugation. But for today's purpose, we're gonna just be doing currently the present tense. So eating, you put the what after the if it's a group if the pronoun is a group of people, then you pluralize it by putting yum or yun at the end, and you always put the what after the first letter. So I am eating anya awakal, but right here it says eat, so it's just a call. Ka, and la, a call. The same with cook. I am cooking anya awapa, but here it's just a pa because it's just cook to cook. So a pa. So those are some of the things. These are some of the words we're going to use today, as far also with need and want. Kashak and rawataza. We're going to use these words into formulating sentences, and it's going to be about food. We have our types of meat right here: chicken, tazapar, tazapa and ra, tazapar; lamb, tala, ta, la, and ha, tala; fish, dog, da and ga, dog; and beef, flesh of cow, bashar, bakwar, bashar, and bakwar. And also a couple of other things that we're going to use today is bread, which is lacham, and water, which is mayam. I wasn't able to fit that up here because I have to leave space for our sentences down below. As a matter of fact, because really this isn't even enough space for the sentences, so I'm gonna be erasing this. So I'm gonna put bread and water up here, and put a few more things up there too. So we're gonna put these three things up for our sentence bank, or I'm sorry, our word bank, and then we're gonna get into formulating our synthesis. So first, bread. Lacham. And then water. Mayam. And then delicious or delightful is mahmad. Say that fish was delicious, you would say, well, in Hebrew, well, we're going to go over it when we start formulating our sentences. But in Hebrew, it's more of a direct language. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of fillers like "can I have." You just say "I request," or you know what I'm saying, "that is good." You just say this, that. You don't say, you just say what it is. Like, you don't say this fish is good. You just say fish good. Almost similar to how the Native Americans used to talk. Like they wouldn't say, "Sis, can you come sit next to me?" They would just say, "Woman, come sit." You know what I'm saying? It's a direct language. Hebrew is a direct language. So that's why you wouldn't say that fish is good. You would just say fish, or that fish is delicious. If you want to say the fish is delicious, you would say fish delicious. Dog makmad. But here, let me write this in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian, and then you'll have it for your notes. We got lacham, and we got mayam, and then now we have makmad. All right. So we got it. We got our words that we're going to use, our word bank. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you'll be able to get it for your notes. Give you a second. Now we're going to get into writing our sentences. All right, I'm going to erase it now. You can always be kind and rewind or pause. All right, the first sentence that I'm going to make is I ate bread and water. That could be that could be said by somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, in a hole in prison. You know what I'm saying? We're in hell. This is our this isn't our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We are God's chosen people, but this is not our kingdom right now. We are in captivity. So some of our brothers or sisters even may be locked up or may have done some time and they were in the hole. When they were in the hole, they ate bread and water. So we're gonna how to say bread, how to I ate bread and water in Hebrew. It would be anya. Eight conjugated. We know that eat is a call. So eight eat a call conjugated for this pronoun and past tense would be a call thea. So I ate lacum. I ate bread. Wa mayam. Was over here. We see the was the prefix for and. So wa mayam would be and water. Anya akathia lacum wa mayam. I ate bread and water. Simple, right? We just made a sentence out of the things that we know. You know what I'm saying? We're using our prefixes and suffixes. We're using our conjugation of verbs. And then, you know what I'm saying, Officer Tazadak or whoever is teaching the Lashawan Qadash, he might, Officer Yagram as well, you know what I'm saying, they'll hand you out a 100 common verbs or 100 common noun sheet. So if you come to class, you'll get that sheet. But you can always look up two-letter lookup online, and that'll give you some nouns and some nouns and verbs on that as well in Hebrew. But when you know your nouns and verbs and you've been watching class, then you should be able to start formulating sentences. Also knowing the pronoun, which pronoun is which. So let's get this in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian Hebrew. Here we start from right to left. Anya, Akalthea, Akalthea, Lakam, Lakam, Wamayam, Wamayam, Wamayam. There it is in Hebrew. Anya, Akalthea, Lakam, Wamayam. I ate bread and water. Let's get it in the Assyrian. Then you're going to have it for your notes. All right, there we have it. Anya, Akalthea, Lakam, Wamayam. I ate bread and water. When we get really good, we will be able to say in Hebrew, I ate bread and water in prison. We probably wouldn't want to be able to have to say that. You know what I'm saying? Lord knows we don't want to be locked up in our oppressors' prisons and penal systems. But to be able to say it in Hebrew, it just means we've been studying our Hebrew. I ate bread and water. All right, let's get another one. Erase this. You got it for your notes. Be kind and rewind. Now what I'm going to say is they are cooking fish and chicken. They are cooking fish and chicken. And I'm going to put this right here. And when I say they, I'm talking about females. So I'm going to put this F right there for feminine. I'm talking about sisters are cooking fish and chicken. And that's gonna be needed when we come to conjugated cooking, which I'm gonna go over right now. So they in feminine is Han. No, Han, Slovakia. Han. So it's Han. Cooking, to cook is apa. And for this group of sisters to cook, to be cooking would be awapayan. That means they are cooking. Awapa. Apa conjugated to awapayan. They are cooking. Dag wa tazapar. They are cooking fish and chicken. Han awapayan dag wa tazapar. Dog is fish. Wa is and. Tazapar is chicken. Dog wa tazapar. Fish and chicken. They are cooking fish and chicken. All right. Let's get it written in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian. So Han wapa awapayan dag wa taza par. Han awapayan dag wa tazapar. They are cooking fish and chicken. There we got it. Let's get that in the ancient Assyrian. You'll have it for your notes. All right. You got it. You can see, I'm going to go over this one a little bit. Right here, we have the na and han at the end. It's different from the na in the middle of the word. This looks different from the na if it had started on the word because it's ending. It goes all the way down. The same way we have that na down here. Pa looks similar if it were ending, but the pa is in the middle of the word. I'm gonna go over that. Yeah. Han awapayan awapayan dog watazapar and chicken. They are cooking fish and chicken. You got that for your notes? We got enough time for two more. I'm going to give us three more because I'm going to give us two short sentences and then one good sentence because Passover is coming up. Passover is going to be in North Carolina next year. I'm saying start booking your flights now. Booking your flights and getting your hotel preparations in order. It's the commandment and it's the most glorious time of the year. So I don't know why you would want to miss it. But yeah, start getting your stuff in order. Our last sentence is gonna have to do with lamb, something you might be able to say in Hebrew at Passover. So, but before then, I'm gonna give us two short sentences. I need food. And then he wants beef. And he wants beef could be used in like slang almost. You can say Hebrew in slang. As long as you're saying he wants beef, you know what I'm saying. Your brother or your sister will know. So he wants beef might mean like, oh, he wants some smoke. That dude's trying to he want plex. But right here I'm talking about food. So he wants steak. But yeah, I'm gonna break these two down. He wants beef and I need food. So I need food. We know I is anya. Need is kashak, but it's a verb. So you are currently in need of food. You in need of food presently. So you have to conjugate kashak as to right now. You didn't need the food as in before, or you're not gonna need it in the future. You need food now. So kashak would be kawashak. No, yeah, that's right. Kawashak. You currently need it. Anya kawashak and food. Akla. Anya kawashak akla. I need food. As you can say that when you're hungry. Like you've been riding a car all day trying to go from state to state or city to city. In Texas, cities are spread apart like states almost. So you've been riding from one city to the next city and you need to stop at McDonald's or stop at Burger King or something. You can say Anya Kawashak Akla. I need food. You know what I'm saying? When he wants beef, he would be Hawa. He currently wants beef. He didn't want the beef before, or he doesn't want the beef in the future. He currently wants beef. So he wants it's actually Rawa because it's Rawataza, but there's another wa. So it's Rawataza. 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 He wants, and then beef, flesh of cow. Bashar Bakwar. He wants beef. Because he might not want no fish. He wants a steak. He wants something that's gonna sit on his ribs. All right. So now let's get these in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian. We'll be nearly done with one last sentence to go. It ain't gonna take no time. Anya Kawashak Akla. Anya Kawashak Kawashak Akla. Anya Kawashak Akla. I need food. And then he wants beef. Hawa'a Rawataza Bashar Bakwa. Waha Rawataza Rawataza Bashar Bakwa. Bashar Bakwa. There we go. Got I need food. Anya Kawashak Akla. And he wants beef. Hawa'a Rawataza Bashar Bakwa. Give you a second to freeze the frame and get it for your notes. And then we got enough time for one more. I got to do it quickly. If you didn't get it, you can always be kind and rewind. So what I'm going to say for my last sentence is the lamb was delightful or delicious. Lamb was good. Lamb tasted great. It was delightful. So how to say that? You'll be able to say that after you taste the lamb on Passover, because they do be cooking that lamb to perfection. I believe that's General Muhammad's recipe on how to cook the Passover lamb. But the lamb was delightful. So the lamb, we know lamb from our word bank earlier. Tala, I believe. Yeah, Tala. Tala is lamb. To say the lamb, we have our prefix right here, the. So it's Hatala. That's the lamb. Hatala. It's only going to be two words because Hatala is the lamb, and then delightful past tense to mean it was delightful. Delightful is conjugating, it's being used as a verb in this sense. You know what I'm saying? It's describing the lamb. The action of the lamb is being great. being delightful. So delightful is makmad. But to say it was delightful, you would add something to the end. Now this is lamb is singular, and I believe it's masculine. So masculine singular. Uh, to conjugate that for was, I believe we're going to use it as it's something as like a it was as far as its pronoun, like as of he or she. So it's a it. It was delightful. So he or she conjugated to past tense would be good night. Give me 1 second. I gotta check my notes. I have my notes right here. Give me 1 second, Israel Salakia. I don't want to mislead you. And I'm running out of time too. Damn, I picked a tough one for the last one. Damn. Okay, I'm not gonna say was delightful. I'm gonna say is delightful for use of time. And in the next class that I teach, I'm gonna be able to bring that back. I really don't have my notes on me at this time, so I can't do past tense. But I do remember present tense. So the lamb is delightful. Hatala ma mawachad. Not to be confused with mawachad, but mawachad. Salakia. Mawak mad. Mawak mad. That's makmad conjugate to present tense for singular and masculine. So mawak mad. Hatala mawak mad. The lamb is delightful. You can say that at Passover. Hatala mawak mad. The lamb is delightful. All right, let's get this in the paleo. Only 2 words, not bad at all. See, Hatala is the lamb, and Mawakmad is delightful. Makmad is delightful, conjugated. Let's get it in the Assyrian. I mean, in the Paleo and Assyrian. Hatala. Mawak mad. There you go. We got Hatala, Mawak mad. The lamb is delightful. All right, got it for your notes. You can always be kind to rewind. And with that, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. where we are led by the amazing Commander General YAHANNA. I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatham, and to the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.